Good evening. The families and two survivors of a tragic farm labor van accident will receive millions in compensation. Then, major allegations against a sitting Superior Court judge in Fresno County.
Also tonight, an emotional day for a New York City firefighter and his family who visited the Central Valley on this day. And later, could this be the future of the Backstreet Boys? Those stories and a lot more on the 10 o'clock news now.
You're watching KMPH Fox 26. And now, the Valley's only primetime newscast. This is the KMPH 10 o'clock news.
5 days before the March primary election, disturbing news about a sitting Superior Court judge here in Fresno. Judge Vincent J. McGraw, who is up for re-election, is facing allegations of misconduct.
It's a story the 10 o'clock news has been working on now for the better part of several weeks. But tonight we have an opportunity to report those findings and to ask the accused himself if these allegations are in fact true. McGraw stands accused of accessing hundreds of pornographic websites from his work computer at the Fresno County Courthouse. That according to 3 independent sources, people we cannot name on the air. Those people tell the 10 o'clock news that in the fall of 1998, while McGraw was away from his work desk, a courthouse technician discovered pornographic material on McGraw's work computer. Although these are not the actual pornographic sites McGraw is accused of accessing, they are similar in nature. Our sources go on to say the technician immediately reported those findings to his superior. Upon further investigation, they say, the court found several hundred pornographic sites had been accessed from McGraw's computer. Further, our sources tell us when McGraw was confronted with these allegations, he admitted to accessing the porn sites from his work computer. Keep in mind, all employees at the Fresno County Courthouse, including judges, are barred from using county computers for personal gain, and that includes accessing pornographic sites. In fact, employees were asked to sign this confidentiality statement, which clearly says, I understand that the county prohibits use of computers for specific uses such as sexually explicit material. McGraw, seen here at a recent fundraiser, has been a Fresno County judge for the past 12 years, appointed by then California Governor George Deukmejian. He is running for re-election against John Capitan, a longtime Fresno attorney. Earlier this week, Judge McGraw stopped by our KMPH studios, and I asked him directly if the allegations that he accessed pornographic sites on his Fresno County Courthouse computer are true. This was his response on Monday.
I'm saying I don't have any information of what you're talking about. I'm sorry. I wish I could be more helpful.
Right. No, I'm just saying, as far as you're concerned, you didn't do it. So you're saying you didn't do it, and it's not true.
I'm saying that I don't have any information about any of the things that you're talking about. None.
Yeah, but I'm asking you directly if you committed such an act.
And I'm saying to you that...
I just want to be clear.
What you're asking about...
I want to be fair to you because I want you to respond to these, not allegations, but actually evidence that was presented to me that you had done it. So I want to give you every opportunity to say it did or didn't happen, and you can do it right here.
I don't have any information whatsoever.
Right, but when you say you don't have any information, is that a denial that you did not do it?
That's a denial, yes.
So you didn't do it?
That's a denial.
The very next day, we contacted Judge McGraw again to see if he would like to give us a more direct answer. And this was his response to the allegations on Tuesday. Did you surf the internet for pornographic material on your work computer at the county courthouse?
No, that is not true. I categorically deny that.
That did not take place either 4 years ago in 1998 or any other time?
That did not take place.
Did you ever admit to Judge Kwasnick, the presiding judge at the time back in 1998, supposedly when these allegations had surfaced, that you had surfed the internet for any kind of pornographic material?
Not true. That did not happen.
All right. In any way, shape, or form?
In any way, shape, or form.
Did you ever talk to Judge Kwasnick about any of this?
No. I really don't know what you're talking about.
Did you ever admit to Judge Kwasnick that You had misused your computer in any way, shape, or form, either back in 1998 or since then?
No, John.
You didn't?
No.
Right.
And the questions you're asking me are very troubling, because this is something that would have been the subject of judicial discipline, and I have not been disciplined for these things that you're talking about.
In light of Judge McGraw's denial of any wrongdoing, the presiding judge, Gary Hoff, asked to see my interview, and he later released this statement. Judge Vincent McGraw has made public statements denying any knowledge of actions taken by the Fresno Superior Court and the Commission on Judicial Performance regarding allegations of his inappropriate use of court computers in 1998. I have immediately submitted to the Commission on Judicial Performance this court's information regarding Judge McGraw's statements for their review and action. The Commission on Judicial Performance is the only governing body able to discipline judges in the state of California. The body is made up of judges, lawyers, and average citizens, just like you and me. However, a judge may be disciplined privately, which means we'd never know about it. In McGraw's case, we tried contacting the Commission to find out if the judge in fact has been subject to an investigation, but we got no response. Joining us here in the studio now is Judge McGraw, the Honorable Judge McGraw. We appreciate you being here. I want to emphasize one more time, I can't mention the sources on the air. I'm kind of sworn to secrecy on the names. And the websites, again, the ones that you saw in that story, are not the actual websites in question. We use those just so we could cover, so we could try to tell our story in a visual fashion. Judge, you have a statement.
I do. Earlier this week, John, you asked me for a response to a story about an allegation that I inappropriately used my court computer in 1998. Because the story raised a matter of alleged judicial misconduct, I should have answered that I can neither confirm nor deny the claim, and I should have said no more. Instead, I made denials. I am now categorically and unequivocally retracting all denials because those assertions were improper comments on my part. I regret having made them. I must also say at this time I can neither affirm nor disavow any allegations of misconduct in the year 1998. Finally, I will be exercising my right to refer this entire matter to the California Commission on Judicial Performance for its investigation. Accordingly, I will be making no further public remarks about this topic.
You mean after this interview is over?
After this interview is over, yes.
All right. Let's go back to Monday and Tuesday, Judge. Why did you not neither confirm nor deny to me? You had the opportunity to come in twice to do that. Why did you decide to deny it at that point?
That was a mistake on my part.
But why did you do it?
It was a mistake.
You regret it?
I regret that mistake, yes. That was not the right thing to do. The right thing to do is what I'm doing tonight, and that is to retract any denials and to say this is a matter that is subject to investigation by the Commission on Judicial Performance.
And Judge, if I may ask you, what changed your mind about tonight?
I thought better about my decision and decided to do the right thing. That is to neither confirm nor deny the allegations.
Do you see the perception, though? Some might perceive that as, okay, neither deny nor confirm, but then, gee, earlier this week he denied it. It looks suspicious. Do you understand that, right?
Oh, I understand that. And I understand that human beings make mistakes, and it was a mistake for me not to initially have told you that I couldn't give you an answer to your question other than the answer of no comment.
And I must say, you have been very graceful through this entire ordeal, but I would be negligent if I didn't ask you just one more time. And I don't mean, listen, I don't mean to, I don't want to give the viewers the impression that I'm badgering you or anything like that. But just one more time, can you tell us yes or no, one way or the other, if these allegations are true?
It would be unethical for me to either affirm or deny any matter that is a matter of judicial misconduct.
Sir, is that because of your current position?
All judges are bound by certain rules of ethics.
Okay.
And to comment on a matter of judicial misconduct, I believe, would be wrong. to report that, as I intend to do, I think is the right thing.
Okay, sir. Judge Vincent J. McGraw, we appreciate your time. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
And good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
All our best to you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.